Hello everyone, welcome back. This is an SS uniform that I'm going to put a notched collar on. I'm making this video for people that are having challenges in putting up the collar on an SS uniform. So I'm just going to begin from scratch. Okay, so to start with, the lapel is going to measure 1.5. Make some notches that side and this side. Measure the lapel. The lapel is what's going to fall like this. So I've measured mine to be 1.5, and I've put notches there. So your collar is going to start from where the lapels are starting from. So measure the width of your collar, of your neckline, okay, from one notch to the other. So I found mine to be 17.5 inches, and we can now draft the collar. So if your edge of the paper of your stiffener is straight, you can use the edge, but mine was not looking straight, so I started with a starting line. So this is my stiffener. 17.5 is what I'm going to need, and it's on fold. Okay, it's folded. So 17.5 divided by 2 is what I'm going to mark here, and I'm also going to mark it here at the top just so that I have a straight line. So do take note that my stiffener is on fold. Okay, and I'm using the center of the fold as my starting. Then the width of my collar is going to be 3 inches, so I'm going to mark 3 inches here and another 3 inches over here. And you can go ahead and draw a straight line. Then after that, we're going to get the midpoint of this line. The midpoint of this line, you're going to just divide it by 2. So I'm just folded my measuring tape into 2 to get my midpoint. Okay, then at the far end here, you go up by 1 inch. Okay, so you go up by 1 inch here at the end of this line, and you just make a curve. So this is how the curve looks like. Okay, because your collar is not straight, you know your neckline is curved. Then at the top you go out by 0.5 inches so that you have a slanted collar. Okay, I like my collar slanted. Then you can go ahead and cut this. Okay, so we've cut the actual neckline on the stiffener. Then I'm going to get the fabric and fold it into 2. If you want to make 2 separate parts of the collar, front and back, that's up to you. For me, I just wanted to fold it into 2 so that I don't have to have 2 separate collars to start stitching. So put your stiffener just on top, just leaving a little gap here on top, and then go ahead and iron it. Okay, then you can go ahead and cut, leaving a sewing allowance of about 0.5 inch at the sides and even at the bottom of the stiffener. Then we can go and make stitches this side and this side. Okay, stitches this side and this side. So I went ahead to make my stitches, but don't make the stitches on the stiffener. Just make the stitches on the actual fabric, okay? But it should be at least close enough to the stiffener. Okay, this will help you to turn your collar easily. Then you can go ahead and also just notch the top parts just to reduce excess fabric. Okay, then turn your collar like this. Then you can point it out with your scissors, the corners, you know, and I'm going to just iron it down. So after ironing it, get the midpoint of your collar and put a notch. Alright, then we can get our uniform and get the center of your uniform like this at the center of your neck of the uniform. You get the center here, so you're going to pin the collar starting from the center of the uniform, center of the collar, then pin. Okay, make sure your collar goes up to where your notches are. If that happens, that means that your measurements of the collar and neckline were very accurate, like mine. So it has reached directly where the notch is, and go ahead and pin. Make sure you're not pinning the facing in the inside. Okay, let the facing be free. So you do the same at the other side later. So here is the lapel part. Okay, so what you're going to do is get the facing inside. Okay, get the facing inside and get the facing and get it to face the right side of the fabric, like this. And I'm just going to use this to pin, and make sure the notches now meet. Make sure the notches meet. Okay, for the inner facing and the outer part, it should meet. Then go ahead and just pin the facing to the collar and fabric, just like this. Then from here, you're going to make a stitch all the way up to here. Okay, we're going to fold in the facing, so go ahead and make a stitch. When you get to the edge of the facing, fold it inward like this. If it's not overlocked, fold it inward like this. Now at this area, I'm just going to show you a trick here. So when you're done sewing up to where the facing ends, just make a snip onto the collar. Okay, it should be on the collar, on the two layers of the collar. Make a snip like that. Okay, then you're going to turn the upper part of the collar upwards. Then you're going to continue the stitch with the down part of the collar up to the center. Okay, just make sure the upper part of the collar is not obstructing, or you do not stitch it. So just focus on stitching the down part of the collar to the fabric of the uniform as you remove the upper part of the collar. The reason for this is so that you can have time to close up the collar for a neater finish. So I'll go ahead and just do that. So make sure to end at the center part of your collar. Then after doing this, you have to do the same even at the other side. As you can see, there is this neat finish and it looks like this. You can see how neat this looks. Okay, so for the facing, you can fold it and stitch it to the shoulder seam. Okay, and just make a small stitch so that it lays flat. Then for the upper part, now you can go ahead and make snips of the actual fabric. We already made the snip on the collar. Now we can snip the actual fabric and just push it upwards together with the downer part of the collar. You push it upwards so that the upper part of the collar can now be folded in to hide the raw edges and have a neat finish. So you go ahead and fold it and pin it down. Okay, so this is how it looks like after being pinned down. Okay, and you're just gonna make a stitch here. Okay, you can just make the stitch here where the pins are from one end to the other, and you're going to have a neat finish. So after making the stitch, this is how it looks like. This is a neat finish that you have, and the lapel are falling on their own before I even iron.